Welcome to the Black Box at Jim Rouse Theater of the Performing Arts. Please note that all musical numbers were recorded outside of the space through Soundtrap. Close contact exposure was limited to 15 minutes per take, and all cast members have been fully vaccinated. We hope you enjoy Wild Lake High School's production of excerpts from Little Women, produced, directed, and performed by the GT Theater Apprentices. Sit back and enjoy the show.
I've got the key to my castle in the air, but whether I can unlock it remains to be seen.
Our burdens are here, our road is before us, but the longing for goodness and happiness is the guide that leads us through many troubles and mistakes to peace.
She is so ambitious, but her heart is good and tender, and no matter how high she flies, she never will forget home.
I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning to sail my ship.
Let us be elegant or die.
Be comforted, dear soul. There is light behind the clouds.
When you feel discontented, think over your blessing and be grateful.
I'd rather take coffee than compliments right now.
You don't need scores of suitors. You need only one if he's the right one.
Money cannot bring shame and sorrow out of rich people's houses.
Marry rich men merely because they are rich, or have splendid houses, which are not homes because love is wanting.
I'm happy as I am, and love my liberty all too well to give it up for any mortal man. In 1868, Louisa May Alcott published Little Women, aimed to be a simple children's book recalling her memories of childhood. However, it grew to be so much more.
The story follows four sisters in their coming of age, and their strives to find strength in a world that was still not ready for the power of women.
The book surpassed its shy expectations and became a global classic. The small town of Concord, Massachusetts became known throughout the entire world.
And so were those Little Women.
Alcott's tale of love, family, and strength shows that we can overcome any obstacle with the help of a lending hand.
And that's what those courageous women did. They helped each other achieve their dreams.
And this is their story. Are violence and seduction necessary on every page? The magazines and periodicals are full of blood and gut stuff. Read Shakespeare, read history, read the newspapers. What do you think the world wants to hear? This blood and gory stuff. I think you could do better. Better? And who are you anyway? An aging German professor close to 50. Miss March, you have been here 6 weeks, but I will not lessen my opinions to better your writing. You are unique, something you should try not to forget. I spoke my mind, I know you will speak yours.
Next time we speak, show me something better.
Better? Better than what? Better than this dazzling plot? Better, this story will be my King Lear. Each phrase is better, better than him. Better, even my smallest whim is better. How can he miss what's so clear? How can I do better than what's already here? How can what he said to me be true? If I don't succeed, what will I do? Turn around, go back to Concord, leave New York behind unconquered? No, how dare he make me doubt the way I feel, doubt that it's really turning page is who I am. Aren't these words alive with passion? Vivid as my attic, where it all began.
Joe, the girls at school were horrible to me. Charlotte Fenton said my dress was ragged and my nose was flat.
Joe, I hate being a governess. I should be meeting eligible young men.
It's going to be a dismal Christmas, what with father away and no money for presents.
Meg, Amy, Joe has a surprise for us.
Or was I better when I was home?
Listen, everyone, I have risen to the occasion this year and written us all an operatic tragedy.
We're gonna perform it for Christmas?
Oh, I can't. Not with my flat nose.
Joe, do you really think we should? What with this awful war?
When have we let anything defeat us? Years from now, people will talk about us. One Christmas Eve, 4 penniless and ragged sisters put on an operatic tragedy for all of Concord!
Oh, no!
Filled with blood and guts, 2 massacres, a masked ball, and several heart-wrenching scenes.
We'll dim the lights, the crowds will hush. We'll start the overture and Beth will shortly blush. For when Clarissa starts to plead, Christmas will exceed our finest dreams.
Joe, do I die again in this one?
Yes.
Meg, you will die like none before. The world will shudder when your body hits the floor. For when Rodrigo makes you bleed, Christmas will exceed our finest dreams. Now Amy as Clarissa, only passion is permissible. This tragedy depends upon the fire in your eyes. And Beth, when you're the mother, you'll be noble, you'll be pure. All hearts will melt the moment mother cries. Let us begin.
Mother, dear mother, do not cry.
Oh no, expression, Amy, from the heart.
Mother, dear mother, do not cry. Mother, dear mother, do not. Joe, I am teased and ridiculed at school, and all that concerns you is your silly little tragedy.
I know you're tired, I know it's hard, but we will triumph when Rodrigo yells on guard. Our success is guaranteed. Christmas will be thrilling, Christmas will be gory, Christmas will exceed our finest dreams.
Joe, I made an important decision today. As you all know, I've been writing stories forever, with much satisfaction, and people seem to like what I write.
We love it, Joe.
Absolutely. So I've decided I'm going to become a world-renowned writer. I shall write great books and earn barrels of money. And I'll give you all everything you've ever dreamed of.
Joe! Do anything, Joe.
But we have to promise to remain just as we are, solid like a fortress. No matter whatever happens, we must promise that it will always be the 4 March sisters. Forever! Forever! Come, let's rehearse!
Mother,
Darling daughter, you didn't get away with it!
I've got my boots and deck, my mustache is big, your spirit soar. I'm making my successes guaranteed. With curtains on Christmas will be thrilling. I'll show them all the smuggling silly. The dress our finest dreams. I'm ready to take a swim. I'm deep with brave Rodrigo's all that I am. My dearest Mama, there will be Christmas after all. Christmas will exceed our finest dreams.
Christopher Columbus, I'm bursting with energy! Someone give me a task to do!
I want you to bring Father home for Christmas.
I shall write President Lincoln immediately! Another!
I want you
to get Annie Moffat to invite me to her St. Valentine's Day ball. I'll wring her bloody little neck if she doesn't. Another.
I want you to get us a Christmas tree.
Rodrigo will chop one down immediately.
Where?
There, across the road.
But that's on Mr. Lawrence's property.
You'll go to prison for it.
Prison. What care I for prison?
Joe is an incredible human being.
Look, it's Mr. Lawrence. He's staring there at the window, glaring out.
You look sinister.
I think he looks sad.
I wouldn't be sad living in such a house.
Has anybody ever been inside?
He never let any of us in. They say he's a very angry and bitter man. Joe's going to get us all into deathly trouble.
We known as the family of the criminal sister.
What criminal sister?
Mommy!
What's happening here?
Joe's running an operatic tragedy.
And she's inviting all of Concord to come see us perform it.
And I'm the mother in it. And I die in it. But it's a beautiful death.
And I'm like Clarissa, who's very sweet. Oh, it sounds wonderful.
Oh, Marmy, it's Joe's best.
Tell us about your day.
Well, we needed socks and blankets for the Soldiers' Aid Society, and a letter came from Father.
A letter from Father!
Read it to us, Marmy.
Where's Joe?
She's outside.
Read the letter, Marmy!
Wait for Joe.
She could be ours.
I want to hear about all the things you did today.
I hate being here.
Joe?
Where did you get that tree?
I borrowed it from Mr. Lawrence.
No, you didn't.
I took it for us, Marmy.
You'll take it back immediately.
Take it back. That's like bringing back a chicken after you've chopped its head off.
Do let us keep it.
It's Christmas, Marmy.
No, destroying someone else's property?
Well, we could give it to the Hummels. They have so little.
Good. The tree goes to the Hummels. Now, what about Mr. Lawrence?
Well, he loves his trees. I'm Theodore Lawrence, the third, but everyone calls me Laurie. I've come to live here in Concord. I play the piccolo, I can sleep standing up, and I won a medal at school for holding my breath nearly 3 minutes before passing out. I think that was terrifically daring of you, chopping down grandfather's tree. Well, goodbye.
Theodore Lawrence III. Would you mind delivering this tree to the Hummels?
Joe!
I don't mind at all.
He doesn't mind.
Just point me in the direction.
There. Half a mile down the road, the red house with the broken shingles.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Joe, you must think before you act on every whim.
Just want us all to have a wonderful Christmas, Marmy. A letter came from Father.
All right. My dear wife, the war goes on and on. The end seems nowhere in sight. The days are difficult and long, but I am well.
He's well.
Still, it's very lonely away from my dear ones, especially lonely as Christmas is approaching. Each night in my tent, I think of my precious girls. Give them my love, give them all a sweet kiss. Tell them to be good girls, faithful and hard-working, and to conquer that which is disagreeable in them, so that when I return, I'll be fonder and prouder than ever of my little women. Why are we looking so glum? Do we have an operatic tragedy to perform or not?
We do. Then there's work to do. There are costumes to complete. We'll need an oleo curtain for you to paint. And will you be performing something, Marmy?
Oh, do, Marmy.
I will write something thrilling for you, with passion and daring.
Yes, I will. We'll make this the best Christmas ever. We March women are invincible. Come, let's get to work.
Now get my pen. I still don't know why we couldn't have kept the tree.
My dear husband. Write a letter, be inventive, tell you everything is fine. and my love with every line. Every word should bring you closer and caress you with its tone. Nothing should remind you that I am here alone. I can't tell you what I'm feeling. I can't talk about the war, how the pealing of the church bells brings the battle to our door. I don't know which part is harder, what I know or what's unknown, or raising little women when I am here alone, counting days, praying for news. Is this the life we meant to choose? Do you know how much I miss you at this hour of the day? How I wish you were the twilight, come to take my fears away. Can I manage for young women? I'm not certain I know how. Will I be there when they need me? Do I fail them even now? I wish that you were with me, wish that I could bring you home. The night seems so much longer now that I am here
Josephine? Josephine, is that you? Josephine!
Good morning, Aunt March.
Do you know the hour?
Almost 10, I believe.
Your workday with me begins at 9. You've missed reading to me, and still haven't repaired the latch on the cellar door.
I got delayed finding you this beautiful flower.
Don't trifle with me, Josephine! You were dawdling.
I wasn't dawdling. I was writing a story.
Josephine, listen to me. You are on the verge of womanhood.
Christopher Columbus.
And just look at you, always going about writing these senseless stories, constantly trying to save the world. And you can't even save yourself.
I don't need saving.
There are many pitfalls a girl can fall into. And you, Josephine, are heading towards all of them. I want to see you shine. Even if you're not rich, you can at least marry well.
I'll never marry.
You'll marry. All girls marry.
I'm not all girls.
With a good marriage, you can have power. You can take your place in society.
I don't give two figs about society.
And there is no point in our even having this conversation. It's clear to me I could never take you to Europe.
Take me to Europe?
It was an idle thought of mine.
Do you know how important it is for a writer to travel on March? It's my dream.
We earn our dreams in this world, Josephine. It's foolish of me to think you could ever change your ways.
I could try.
You can never bend your will. You can never follow through. You can never bite your tongue, though your tongue may split in two. If you want to live your dreams, these are things you have to do. How could you change? You can't, not you.
I could change if I wanted to.
Could you practice self-control? Could you possibly be shy? Could you wear a corset tight in the heat of mid-July? These are rules you must obey, every one which you defy. You'll never change. You won't, that's why. Yet somewhere deep within my heart I do believe you could captivate the world. If you could change, there is so much you could achieve. In time you could succeed and travel very far indeed. You could be beguiling,
Charming me.
someone well-mannered, a model of grace. Learn the art of smiling.
That could be hard.
It isn't very hard for someone full of dreams like you. If you work, you'll find there's nothing you can't do.
So if I change, we'll go to Paris.
Change completely or don't waste my time.
If I change, we'll stop in Antwerp.
Gracious living will make you sublime.
If I change, you'll take me to Zurich.
Every city from Dublin to Corn.
Surely, with your guidance, I could learn to use feminine wiles in Elan. I could be beguiling. I could learn to charm a donkey for the chance to see the world. Learn the art of smiling. I could button up my mind and leave my thoughts perfumed and pearled. Yes, I surely think I could.
If you could, that would be good.
There's nothing that I wouldn't suffer to see, though. I can do it if I try. I can do it by sheer will.
All you have to do is work to acquire any skill. These are things a girl must do when she has dreams she must fulfill. Change how you walk and how you talk. Change how you think and how you are.
Hold my breath and hold my tongue. Do what it takes to travel far.
Could you? Could you?
Yes, I could.
Good.
Girls, it's getting quite late. Wait till you see them, Marmee.
Oh, to think my two oldest girls are attending their first ball. Next year it'll be you, Beth.
Me? You think so? Meg. I can't go. Meg, why not? Look at me. Every girl in Concord my age has already been to a ball. And this is my first time I've even worn a dress like this. Anything like this. I wore that very same dress to my first ball, and it didn't look half so good on me. Margaret Marsh, you've been dreaming about attending Annie Moffat's St. Valentine's Day ball for months. You can't walk away from this now.
I'm not built for gowns.
You look very alluring.
I think the word is alarming, Marmee.
Look at Meg. She's the beauty.
She'll be the most sought-after girl at the ball.
She doesn't want to go.
Meg,
What will I do if someone asks me to dance? Just smile and say,
I'd be delighted, delighted. Now offer him your hand. Delighted, delighted. Now let him take command. I'm hardly delighted. You're dancing like a candle. No, I cannot dance tonight. I'd be delighted. Then you go. The music is entrancing, exotic, hypnotic. The sound of men romancing. Delighted, delighted. And some of them are glancing. People everywhere. Elegance to spare. How can I be sure they'll like when I'm there? I can see you dancing all night. I be delighted, so glad we were invited, completely delighted. Who paid the coachman? I did, delighted, provided success has been decided. Delighted, delighted, so glad, delighted.
What are you doing?
I'm going to the ball.
You're what?
I found this old dress and it almost fits.
It was mine.
I know. All it needs is a pretty sash. Besides, why shouldn't I go?
Because you weren't invited.
Well, I can go in your place.
In my place.
What? You don't care about good society, and I do.
I don't care about snobs. People who think they're better than you just because they have grander houses.
Well, they do have grander houses.
Enough, Amy.
But I want elegance and fine things,
And
Marmee.
I want passion. I want to be noticed because I'm unique, not because of some silly sash.
Sashes aren't silly. Aunt March says the right accessory can be the key to a girl's success. Besides, I'd never go to a ball with big scorch marks on the back of my dress.
What?
As big as your... Amy! Jo hates balls. She should stay in a musty old attic and write her dreadful little stories.
Amy! My stories aren't dreadful.
Nobody reads them, and nobody likes them.
Girl! Well, I like them. I'm sending this one off to a very prominent New York publisher.
And he'll hate it.
That's enough, Amy.
There, Joe. It's barely noticeable.
We've got to go.
Yes.
And I'll be sure to tell everyone how sweet it was of you to give me your beautiful fan. Good night, Marmee. Dad. If anyone asks for us, we're at the ball. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful evening, girls. Amy, think about what you said, and when Joe gets back, you can apologize. Come on, let's get ready for bed.
Amy! Coming.
It was an accident! No! I swear, Meg, Miss Parrott kept moving in on me like a mountain lion. She had this gigantic ear trumpet and kept shouting, "What's that you say, my dear?" She's deaf! She got so close to me, I ended up spilling the entire glass of punch on her. And then Annie Moffat said to me, "Can I be of any help, Sally?" Sally? Who is Sally? I think that's her dog. I ought to box her ears.
Oh, don't! We'll take a few minutes and then we'll go back in as if nothing had happened. Our heads held high.
Yes, you're right. For a young woman who is soon to go abroad and do amazing things, I shall return poised and elegant. I shall sit grandly and say, "Christmas!"
Excuse me.
You,
Me?
what are you doing here?
I passed out. Too much dancing, I guess.
Too much punch, I'd say.
Lori! Lori, where have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you. Mr. Brooke, I want you... No, your grandfather is going to be furious. He wants you to meet some very important people.
I have. These are the March girls I've been telling you about. The ones from across the way. This is Meg, right?
Yes.
And that's Jo. She cuts our firewood on occasion. This is Mr. John Brooke. He's a scholar from Boston.
I'm Lori's tutor. Come, Lori.
Oh, sir, you've taken my dance card.
Your dance card... Oh, I'm sorry. Is this yours? So you must be Margaret March.
Yes, I am.
It's a splendid party, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Quite lovely. So you're from Boston.
Actually, Maine.
Well, I've never been to Maine.
You should go. It's a very beautiful country. Very primitive.
I like primitive.
Really?
Mr. Brooke is a romantic.
Oh, is that so?
No. I mean, I I do read Keats and Shelley.
So do I.
You read Keats and Shelley.
All the time.
Christopher Columbus.
Would you like to dance, Miss March?
Meg, you're about to go dance with the ladies in the salon. I'd be delighted, Mr. Brooke.
Excuse me. Did you see that?
What is it with you and that smile?
You make me beam.
Well, you look ridiculous.
You're looking very fetching tonight.
Really?
So tell me, when you're not attending balls, what do you do?
I write blood and gut stories. I make extraordinary plans. I'm going to Europe. I'm going to meet writers and revolutionaries. So what about you? What do you do? Marmy said you're all alone in the world. No mother or father. That must be awful for you.
It's not awful. I've got a cranky old grandfather, and I've got a cat, and I've got...
What?
Well, I was hoping to say you.
Me. You don't have me.
I know I have no right, but sometimes late at night, I watch you in that attic, pacing back and forth like a maniac. I've never met a girl like you, anyone at all like you. This is very nice, such a lovely party, the music sounds so thrilling. It makes a person feel like dancing.
I'm very good. I won a medal for dancing at school.
I don't dance. Besides, I've got a patch on the back of my dress.
A patch? Let me see.
No!
I like it! That patch can start a whole new fashion. You dance with me tonight and I guarantee by next spring, every girl in Concord will be wearing a patch on her dress.
We could do 100 things, do anything you please. We could fly on golden wings across the 7 seas. I bet we could get a camel through a needle if you'll take a chance on me.
You are a lunatic!
We could catch 1,000 stars and stand them on a pin. We could leap from here to Mars and make the planet spin. If you want to do all the things you've ever dreamed of, come on, take a chance on me. We could be such friends. Friends are never lonely. All I know is books. Books are solitary, but I see you every day. How you live in your own way, and you make me wanna dare to take a chance on you.
All right, we could box if you like.
You box? You ready? I should warn you, I won a medal for boxing at school. Are you okay? Ooh.
So that's how you win medals.
You cheat.
We could live 1,000,000 dreams, but only if we dare.
You win!
We could go to such extremes, there's so much we could share. We'll circle the world doing all we've ever dreamed of. And we'll live in our own way, and I'll see you every day. We'll be the best of friends when you take a chance on me.
Marky, they're home! Good night! The night began very strangely, but ended magnificently. Good night!
Meg, can you look at it?
No, it's nothing, Marmy. Tell us about the ball. I tried to do all these ladylike things, Marmy, which went unnoticed, except by Mr. Lawrence's grandson. And poor Ned. No one even asked her to dance but that pompous Mr. Brooke.
He danced divinely. I had a wonderful time. Actually, the best time of my life. I may have left here a girl, but I came home a woman.
A woman? What is she talking about? Meg!
No, Marmy, it's just Meg being silly. Girls, off to bed now.
It's been a long night for all of us. Darling, look what I brought for you. A truffle.
Thank you, Joe.
Amy!
sorry for the things I said, Joe. And for you, Miss March, a petite fours. A little squashed, but still edible. Thank you.
Coming, Joe? I just want to put the finishing touches to my story, Marmee. Don't be long. Amy. Amy, where are you? Joe, what's happening? Amy! Joe! Amy! What is it? Amy, what did you do with my story?
Nothing.
What did you do? I was working on that story day and night.
I burned it.
You what?
And I'm glad I did. Amy.
I ought to choke you!
Oh, no.
Go on, I've been my throat to you! Well, stop it! Back to bed, now.
What has gotten into you both?
She burned my story.
Amy, what did you do?
She deserved it.
No, Amy, she did not deserve it. You did an intolerable thing.
Marmee!
You destroyed what meant the world to Joe.
Joe has everything! What do I have? I wear dresses with patches. I write a story that my sister burned.
You could have given me the invitation.
The invitation was meant for me.
Amy, your time will come.
No, my time will never come. I'm always forgotten. I'm always last. I'm never invited anywhere. I have nothing special.
That's enough, Amy. Both of you, look at me. I can't demand that you love one another, but I do demand that you live together with respect.
I hate the way I look. I hate this skirt. It was mine. I want something that's mine. And I'll take back that fan. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault, though you did give birth to her.
Can't you see? She just wants to be like you. She wants to have what you have. She's just a child.
She's
Joe.
not just a child. She's a demon in a child's body.
Joe, if I could bring back your story, I would.
My writing is everything to me, Marmee. It's who I am. It's my future. It's my passion.
That passion is still in you, Joe. Believe me, it's still there.
I'll never forgive her.
You're not wrong, Joe, to feel anger. But if you build a wall between you and Amy, the one person you may end up hurting is yourself. And I couldn't bear that. Try and get some sleep.
Joe, come skiing with me. The pond is still frozen enough. The ice is magnificent today. Joe, come.
Laurie, I'm finishing a story.
Finish it later. Come race me. I want to win one race before the winter is over.
I will give you a 2-minute head start.
2 minutes.
And still beat you! Bye then. Go with them.
Joe doesn't want me.
Go anyway.
She hasn't talked to me in 3 weeks. I drew a picture for her with her beautiful hair and she just ignored it. Besides, my ice skates don't fit me anymore anyways.
Take mine.
Can I really? Thank you, Beth! I hope one day I can be sweet like you. You are sweet.
If you say, come with me off to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go. We will buy dishes there, maybe even 2 sets. Buy the finest china, then we'll dine a while on crepe Suzettes.
Well, go on.
We will build model boats off in Massachusetts, there in Massachusetts by the bay. Put them together and wait until the glue sets.
What's the matter now?
I don't remember the rest, Marmee.
While we wait, we'll polka for the folk along the parapets.
shops are sweet. We will play minuets off in Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, Beacon Street. If you say on to Massachusetts, then to Massachusetts we will go. We will find Amy's 2 cents. Buy the finest china, then we'll dine a while on crepe Suzettes. Off to Massachusetts, yes, we're off to where the shops are sweet. We will have no regrets off in Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, we repeat.
That was beautiful, Beth. Well, I'm off to the Hummels. Oh, thank you. Bye, girls.
Will you teach me some? Okay.
What's happening? She fell through the ice.
She was skating by the bridge, and suddenly the ice gave way. I got to her just in time.
She's careless. She's rash.
She just wanted to be with you.
Dear, I was skating so beautifully.
You don't think. You know that you're not supposed to skate by the bridge. Everyone knows the ice by the bridge is dangerous.
You didn't want me skating near you. I love your stories, Joe. I tried to write one to make up for what I did, but I couldn't think of anything to say. So I drew that picture of you with your beautiful hair and my big mouth, and you just ignored it.
You skate recklessly. If Lori wasn't there, you could have been killed.
Maybe it would have been better if I had.
You must never say that. When the ice broke underneath you, all I could think was I could have lost you.
Then go on, Joe. Forgive her.
See how much she's changed.
I think she deserves
How do
another
I
chance.
stop it? I was devastated when you burned my story. I couldn't understand how you could do something like that. Promise me you must never think of me as an enemy, but as a sister who loves you. I promise.
The March Sisters forever!
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 Lori. Lori who saved Amy and made this day possible.
I want to declare before everyone, before the world, that on this day of forgiveness and joy, that you, Theodore Lawrence III, who has valiantly lost all contest to me, I declare you our brother, the brother we never had. Swear to us your greatest oath of loyalty, an oath as dazzling as your charms.
I swear I'll follow you like royalty.
Come wear our royal coat of arms. From now on we are joined, and we shall not be parted. From this day on it's all for one, and all for one for life.
We'll live like musketeers.
Together we'll prevail. We'll be five for all forever from now on.
Now each of us must swear for all eternity, our bond shall never be undone.
Nothing shall sever this fraternity. We'll always live and die as one. From now on we are joined, and we shall not be parted. From this day on it's all for one, and all for one for life. Together we will fight.
Your battles will be mine.
We'll be five for all forever from now on.
Speech! Speech!
On this wonderful day.
It's wonderful.
I'll never forget.
Never forget.
I am honored to say I am yours.
Attention!
From this day on we swear that we shall not be parted. From this day on, no matter what, we're fine for all for life. We'll conquer every foe with our brother by our side.
And if John Brooke were here, he'd be our brother too.
Meg's in love.
We'll consider any friend.
We'll be loyal till the end.
We'll be five for all forever.
We'll be five for all forever.
We'll be five for all forever from now on and on and on.
you, Lori. How can I thank you for all that you do for us?
Your husband has pneumonia. He needs you in Washington.
Where's Joe? I sent her to Aunt March hours ago.
I'll go find her. Here's the doll that Father loves so much.
Marty, please don't make me go stay at Aunt March's house. It scares me. Everything's so old in it. I drew this picture of you with the apple blossoms in your hair, the goddess of spring. It's for Father. Is he going to die? No, Amy. I'll see to it that he recovers. Go get the rest of your things.
Marnie, I'm so sorry I'm so late.
I did get the money, though.
Thank you, Joe. I know how hard it is to ask your Aunt March.
Oh, I didn't ask her. I couldn't. So I walked down to the town common and stood there all morning trying to sell my stories. And when that failed, I sold my hair. Oh, my! You're bald!
I'm not bald.
But your hair was your best feature.
I think it's beautiful.
Now Marnie will have enough money to visit Father and stay with him for as long as he needs her. Here, $27.25. I threw in a few coins I had stashed away. You shouldn't have done this, Joe. I'm so disappointed. Proud. It was a very courageous thing to do. Thank you, Joe.
The carriage is ready, Miss March.
Lori.
You look different. By summer, I guarantee that every girl in Concord will be wearing her hair.
Lori, come, let me hold my girls. You've never been parted before. I feel awful.
Amy, don't worry, Marnie. I'll look after everything.
My dear Margaret, make certain your husband recovers.
Thank you, Aunt March. Thanks for taking Amy. Amy, tell her how excited you are.
I'm very excited about living with you while Marmie's in Washington.
Naturally.
No glum faces, no tears. I'll be back as soon as possible. How did you all grow up so fast? Goodbye, Aunt March. And you'll tell Father how much I love him and miss him.
Josephine! What have you done?
I sold my hair so Marmie could have a safe journey to Washington.
What? I told you if you need money, come to me.
I was hoping to earn my own money.
Cutting one's hair and selling it like a beggar is not an option for a lady. You look like a shorn sheep. Have you forgotten our contract?
I never forget it. Traveling, seeing Europe, Paris, London.
You don't live up to your part of the bargain. Why should I live up to mine?
I tried living up to my part of the bargain, Aunt March. I went to a ball. I practiced manners. I read a book on etiquette. I practiced dancing with Meg. I held my tongue in several situations when I wanted to scream out. I have a fire in me, Aunt March.
Well, let's just see how far this fire takes you in life. See what doors this fire will open for you. See what society thinks of your fire.
To hell with society!
Josephine!
We don't live for society. We live for what we have inside of us. We live to expand our minds, fulfill our dreams, engage in passionate exchanges.
That's enough! You think you know everything, and you know nothing. As for Europe, you can forget it. Europe is meant for those with a little more understanding of its rewards. Like your sister.
Aunt March, please.
The subject is closed!
The subject is not closed! And if it is, I'll open it up again! I'll go to Europe! I will! I'll go if I have to swim there! That woman! You know what? If she wants fire, I will show her fire! Hello, John.
I like your haircut, Joe.
And my hair will grow back! John! What have you done?
I've enlisted. I couldn't stand by any longer. Your own father is in the Army hospital in Washington. I have friends who will never return.
When will you leave?
Tonight. Meg. Margaret. I'm not a rich man. And I'm not particularly handsome.
You're very handsome, John.
Really? You think so? Oh. Thank you. And I'm not the wisest man in the world.
You're very wise.
Thank you. Meg. Margaret. If you could find it in your heart, if you could love me as I love you, if only you'd care if we are apart, then I would be rich. I would be wise. I would be more than I am.
Wait for your return. Wait while you're at war.
If you will wait while I am gone, if you'll imagine me here with you, if only you'd care if I carry on, then I could be strong.
Why must you go?
I could be brave.
Not be too brave.
I could be more.
Let me come home.
More than I am. If you will say you love me enough to marry me, I will come home and love you for all of my life, and I will be more than I am. Say yes, make me more than I am.
I'll marry you tomorrow. I'll marry you today. Come home and I will love you for all of my life.
I swear to you now with all my heart, I swear I will love you as you love me. From this moment on, though we'll be apart,
I will be more than I am.
With you, I am more than I am.
I'll write you. Every day. Twice a day. 5 times a day.
It's settled.
What?
We'll all go to Europe. Why shouldn't we go? Here we are, young women on our own, taking care of ourselves. It's time we looked ahead. We'll save our pennies, all get a real job.
No.
I've already worked out the itinerary. We'll go to Spain first, Madrid, then to Rome, visit the Vatican, have an audience with the Pope. It's a wonderful idea, isn't it?
Joe, I'm engaged. John proposed and I accepted.
Engaged! Oh, Meg, that's so romantic. Have a big wedding. Aunt March says they're very fashionable.
Amy, Aunt March is waiting for you. I'll come visit you later.
Hey, bye, everyone.
What about our promise to remain together?
We made that a long time ago. I've changed. You have changed.
I haven't changed. I'd never make a promise one day, then break it another. Our word is everything, Meg.
I love him.
So you love him. I'm talking about us. We're alone now. We only have each other. Our future as a family is at stake.
Joe,
You can't turn your back on us.
I'm not turning my back on you.
I'm going to become a famous writer. I know. I'll give you everything you've ever dreamed of.
But she loves him, Joe.
I do. With all my heart and soul. I've lost Meg. I've lost my who makes the clouds disappear.
Come, walk with me. Tell me about today's adventures.
Well, I sold my hair, yes. And before that, I stood in the town common, and when no one noticed me, I shouted, "Joe March is here!" And then I recited my story. Carlotta, the mad woman in the attic.
Carlotta the Mad Woman in the Attic, a creature of gall, a spinster rejected by the world, hungry for blood, rose from the dark. Joe March! Her eyes beady red, her hair ghastly white. Joe, it's your best friend, Theodore Lawrence III. And with her fingers clutched with rage, she went out into the wretched night.
Lori? Oh, it's so good to see you. You've not been here in weeks.
I was in Boston. I have dreadful news.
What news?
When the war ended, grandfather's insisted I get on with my life. He's enrolled me in school.
What?
I'm going off to college in time for the summer session.
That's wonderful news.
What's wonderful about it? Leaving the best friend I've ever had?
I can't imagine life in Concord without you, not seeing your silly grin every day.
I don't want to go.
But you've got to go. This is an incredible opportunity. College, I'd go in a minute. I'd study everything.
What do you need of schools? You're going to be a famous writer.
Famous.
I need to tell you something.
Tell me something.
Ever since that first day I saw you, do you remember that day?
Of course.
The day you chopped down grandfather's cherished tree. I knew then that you and I would be magnificent together.
We are magnificent together.
My sweet Joe, for weeks now, months even, this whole year actually, I've wanted to...
What was that?
A kiss.
I know it was a kiss.
It was going to be my first kiss. I've thought about it a long time. We could live a million dreams, but only if we dare. We could go to such extremes. There's so much we could share.
What's gotten into you?
Look here. I took a part of my allowance and I bought you this ring.
A ring? What are you talking about?
I want to marry you.
Marry me? Stop it, Lori. It's not funny.
I've practiced saying the words over and over. Marry me, marry me.
Have you gone mad?
I love you, Joe. And I want you to be my wife.
No. Find someone else. Find some accomplished girl.
I don't want an accomplished girl. I want you.
No, you can't have me.
At least so you'll think about
There's
it.
nothing to think about. I'll never marry.
You don't mean that.
I do mean it.
You'll marry.
I won't.
You will. Just not with me. That's what you're really saying. You'll find someone.
Go away. I thought you understood me.
You knew how I felt all along. Everybody knew.
And you knew all along who I am. What I want. I bared my soul to you, Lori. Go away. Please, just go.
Who's he with his marry me, with his ring and his marry me, the nerve, the gall. This is not what it was meant to be. How could he ruin it all with those two words? I thought I knew him, thought that he knew me. When did it change? What did I miss? A kiss, one I thought all along that we were meant to forge frontiers. How could I be so wrong? How I need my sisters here. If I can't share my dreams, what were they for? I thought our promise meant that we would never change and never part. I thought together we'd amaze the world. How can I live my dreams or even start when everything has come apart? I thought home was all I'd ever want, my attic all I'd ever need. Now nothing feels the way it was before, and I don't know how to proceed. I only know I'm meant for something more. I've got to know if I can be astonishing. There's a life that I am meant to lead, a life like nothing I have known. I can feel it, and it's far from here. I've got to find it on my own. Even now I feel its heat upon my skin, a life of passion that pulls me from within, a life that I am aching to begin. There must be somewhere I can be astonishing, astonishing. I'll find my way, I'll find it far away, I'll find it in the unexpected and unknown. I'll find my life in my own way today. Here I go, and there's no turning back. My great adventure has begun. I may be small, but I've got giant plans to shine as brightly as the sun. I will blaze until I find my time and place. I will be fearless, surrendering modesty and grace. I will not disappear without a trace. I'll shout and start a riot, be anything but quiet. Christopher Columbus, I'll be astonishing, astonishing, astonishing. At last.
post-war, Jill moved to New York to achieve her dreams of becoming a writer.
Those inseparable March sisters were now dispersed throughout the country and the world.
Aunt March realized that Jo would never be confined to the societal boundaries for women and decided Amy had the potential.
Soon after her stay with Aunt March, Amy was selected to go to Europe. She's been away from her small life, learning how to become a fine woman of society. Much has changed in the lives of the March family, but Marmee, Meg, and Beth are still conquering the world. From their little house in Concord, Massachusetts.
Where are you taking me? You'll see. Is it Amy? Is she dark?
It's not Amy, and she's not dark.
What is it? Patience. There. Marmee, over here. Mr. Lawrence's piano?
No, Beth. Yours.
Mike? Marmee, no!
There was no arguing with him. Go sit at it, Beth.
I shall treasure it.
Play something for us, Beth.
Sounds good.
I forgot to tell you. We received a letter from Lori. He's been in New York.
Lori was in New York? He didn't come see you. No.
His grandfather insisted he go do business in Europe, and guess who he met up with in Florence?
Who? Amy and Aunt March. Miss March, may I join you? I'd be honored.
Off to Massachusetts, yes, we're off to where the shops are sweet. We will have no regrets off in Massachusetts, Boston.
When an illness hits a family, hope shines brighter than any other force upon the situation.
Everyone says they'll get better.
Brighter days ahead.
This isn't the end.
But sometimes, these hopes only take us so far.
It's beautiful, Marmee. All the waves and all the shells. I believe this one's 1,000 years old. Listen, Beth. Do you remember when we used to talk about coming to Cape Cod? And now with Jo's wee literary earnings, as she calls it, she's brought us. I'm so happy to be here with you. Promise me whatever's got hold of you, you'll continue to fight it.
Look what I got! A kite for my Beth. Look at the tail. I told the man I wanted all the colors of the rainbow for my sister.
It's beautiful. I shall leave you two.
No,
Marmee.
I'll write a letter to Father. Tell him how beautiful the Cape is this time of year. I love you.
Beth, this is a dream come true. Come, sit with me.
Tell me about New York.
It's a circus.
A circus?
Waltzing camels, clowns, dancing monkeys. Sometimes you can see them right out in the street. And museums and theaters, Beth, everywhere.
And the women? Are they shameless?
Some of them, anyway. It's an amazing place. I'm going to take you there.
To New York?
And we'll dine in the finest restaurants. And see Shakespeare. And ride the omnibus. And mingle with unsavory characters.
Jo, I have something for you. Marmee says it's over 1,000 years old. And I believe once upon a time it had an amazing life. If you hold it up to your ear, it talks to you.
What does it say?
It says, we grow up too fast. You're a woman of the world now. I'm so proud of you, Jo.
When you were first born, not an hour old, I told Marmee.
Beth is mine.
Everyone has someone special in the world, and I have you. My sweet Beth, give me a task to do.
Let's pretend we're riding on a kite. Let's imagine we're flying through the air. We'll ascend until we're out of sight. Light as paper, we'll soar. Let's be wild up high above the sand. Feel the wind, the
secret? Anything. I never made plans about what I would do when I grew up. And I'm not afraid to die. The hardest part, Joe, is leaving you. I won't let it happen. You'll get better. You will.
Some things are meant to be, the tide turning endlessly, the way it takes hold of me. No matter what I do, and some things will never die. The promise of who you are, your memory when I am far from you. All my life I've lived for loving you. Let me go now.
Everybody, I'm home!
Look at this house.
Joe, Marmy!
We left it a shambles, and it's still a shambles.
Meg! Did you see the look I gave the coachman at March? His impertinence. He cut every bump in the road.
One must always be civil to a coachman. You must respect those who have the reins, until you can wrench the reins from them.
Yes, Aunt March. Marmy! Joe!
And remember, Amy, you're a lady now.
Yes, I'm a lady. Meg! When did this house get so small?
As we grow grand, Amy, the world around us often diminishes in size. I have known people who have almost disappeared before my very eyes.
You're such a dear, Aunt March. Thank you for everything.
I'll go see to that wretched coachman.
Remember, Aunt March, respect those with the reins.
Very good.
Amy?
Oh, look at you! You're a mother now, twins! I can't believe it!
Oh, neither can I. Amy?
Marmy!
Look at
We're all grown up. I feel older, more sophisticated. You can't imagine all the experiences I had, and everywhere I went, I'd think, if only Meg were here, if only Joe, if only Beth. I was so sorry I couldn't be here to say goodbye to her. I cried for weeks, I couldn't stop. Aunt March said I was being unreasonable, but my heart was breaking not to be here with her.
Beth understood.
Joe.
She said, tell Amy not to fret.
Did she really say that?
She was so brave. To the very end. You would have been proud of her.
I bought her this metronome. The man said there wasn't another one like it. Where did we get this magnificent piano?
Mr. Lawrence gave it to Beth.
Oh, he's such a dear, isn't he? It's so good to be home in our dear house.
Come, show us what you brought back.
It's a king's ransom. I have so much to tell you all. I ate frogs, actual frogs. Oh, and how is John? Is he still romantic?
Oh, more so.
I knew it. Men are so amazing. So good. Let me tell you.
It's almost everything.
Lori, I hadn't realized you were coming back too.
Yes, we all sailed on the same ship.
You look different.
Do I? I'm told.
pinch yourself.
It was so kind of you to comfort Amy and Aunt March after our loss of Beth.
When I heard the news, I was devastated. I didn't come to see you when I was in New York. I wanted to. I thought of it.
I don't blame you, Lori. I was horrible to you. I was so unfeeling.
You said what you felt.
No. Guess what? I sold a story.
Oh, I knew you would. I always had that sort of faith in you, Joe.
I know you did.
You look different too, you know. Very distinguished.
Really? I've missed you.
I've missed you too. You know, I've learned something about myself.
What's that?
I was never meant to fly on golden wings.
Who is?
You, Joe. You were meant to soar. Me, I was meant for more mundane things. I've decided to go into grandfather's business. I know it's the last thing in the world I would have thought for myself, but the truth is, I'm sort of fascinated by the prospects. I shall be wily and shrewd.
Lori, there you are.
Amy, did you tell Joe?
Tell me what?
The most amazing thing.
Really quite a thing.
You tell her.
No, you tell her.
All right. I'll tell her. We were under the bridge of sighs.
A gondola.
Under Italian skies.
She was singing lullabies.
He says he likes the way I sing.
The day was ours.
We talked for hours.
It was amazing.
I said I love fireflies.
I said so do I.
I told him I hate goodbyes.
There was something in her eyes.
I swear that bells began to ring.
We found that we
were so alike.
It was amazing.
So tell me, who proposed to who? You know how we were trying to be so discreet about it.
Amazing, there we were in Venice.
In a gondola.
In Venice.
When he suddenly stood up
and shouted, "Will you marry me?"
It was so romantic.
And I fell into the water.
And before we even knew it,
she dove in and rescued me.
It happened before we knew.
How could we have known?
Amazing what time can do.
From that moment my heart flew.
We'll be married in the spring.
Whoever thought in all the world we'd fall in love, and yet we did.
It was amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. The most amazing thing.
Come on, Lori, help me get the rest of my things.
You bought half of Europe.
And I'll get the other half on our next trip. Oh, and later Aunt March wants to talk to us about proper wedding etiquette. Lori, welcome to the family.
Thank you, Joe.
I never meant for it to happen like this. I'd always thought of Lori as yours. He was never mine. He was always one of us. Oh, Joe, I brought this for you. It's a book of my drawings. I drew all the things you should have seen, all the palaces, mountains, churches. I want you to have them. Amy, I can't. Yes, you can. We'll be close, Joe. That'll never change. Never. Amy, thank you. Your drawings are beautiful. You haven't been up here in a while. I know. The room needs an airing. And a dusting. I'll get to it. The attic used to be such a sanctuary for you. I remember when you were sad or disappointed, you would run up the stairs, bolt the door, and come back hours later, so full of life. I haven't seen that Joe in a long time. I can't write. I can't do anything, really. You're right. In the past, I could always think of something. I was always so good at that.
Beth used to say, Joe can make the clouds disappear. I want Beth back. I never should have broken the promise. I never should have gone to New York. If I'd have stayed here, everything would be different.
Joe, stop it! No one could have done more for Beth than you did. You could not have changed what happened.
How do you manage? How do you go on day in and day out as if nothing has happened?
You think that's how I go on?
You're strong and wise. How can I be like you? How can I find your strength?
Don't make so much of me, Joe. I never dreamed of this sorrow. I never thought I'd have reason to lament. I hoped I'd never know heartbreak. How I wish I could change the way things went. I wanted nothing but goodness. I wanted reason to prevail, not despair, emptiness. I wanted days of plenty, but I refuse to feel tragic. I am aching for more than pain and grief. There has got to be meaning. Most of all, when a life has been so brief, I have got to learn something. How can I give her any less? I want life to go on. I want days of plenty. You have to believe there is reason for hope. You have to believe that the answers will come. You can't let this defeat you. I won't let this defeat you. You must fight to keep her there within you. So believe that she mattered, and believe that she will always be with you. She'll be part of the days you've yet to fill. She will live in your bounty. She will live as you carry on your life. So carry on, full of hope. She'll be of plenty. How do I go on? Just an empty room. All I have are memories. I need a task to do. Someone give me a task to do. I need a... I thought that somehow we would always have forever. I thought the promises we made would have a different end. I thought the love we shared would keep us as we were. It was the fire rotted with abandon in this attic. When we were gathered here, the room became our citadel. We were amazing then, my sisters and I. They were the fire within me. In this room I knew we were alive. Nothing was too painful to survive. We faced the world together, the four of us forever side by side. Everything I promised was for them. I was theirs no matter where or when. How can that be lost forever? How when I gave everything with all my heart? It was several days before Christmas. It was several days before Christmas. The sisters sat about the parlor and grumbled about their fate. Meg, the oldest and most romantic, said, "It's not fair some girls have pretty things while we have nothing." "It won't be Christmas without presents," said Amy, with her usual pout. "And we haven't got Father to read to us," said Jo, who yearned to travel and write great books. Only Beth, sitting contented, said in a tone so sweet even angels would have listened, "But we've got each other." Everything I promised them is here. All of us the way we used to be. We will always have each other. They will always be the fire in my heart. Here I go, and there's no turning back. My great adventure has begun. I may be small, but I've got giant plans to shine as brightly as the sun. Here in all the smallest details of the past, here in this attic, suddenly life is something vast. The four of us forever here at last. As unexpected as can be. Astonishing. Off to Massachusetts, yes, we're off to where the shops are sweet. We will have no regrets. Off to Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, Boston,
Yours. Mine? Mommy, no.
Yeah.
What have you done?
You can never change your ways.
You can never bend your will. You can never follow through. You can never bite your tongue, though your tongue be split in two.
We're out of frame.
Yeah, I really I did this this morning with, I couldn't sing.
You're out of frame?
Oh my god! Bro, I cannot.
Listen good.
For one thing.
Hold it, hold it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry guys, this is literally a placeholder. I'm recording this tonight.
It's okay.
What is the wicked thing? What is that?
Cut.
Repair the latch on the cellar door.
I got delayed.
You were door.
Cut.
Meg! Did you see the look I gave you?
Oh my god, I shut the whole door. I shut the whole door.
We can fix it later.
Well, goodbye.
We gotta cut. So we're gonna go back. Because of two things. So you don't have to re-record. I can see the tag on the tree.
Can we go back to the announcement?